Hey everybody, this is David, and this is going to be my commentary, my fan commentary for the very first episode of The Flash. Because I feel like going back and rewatching this episode, and instead of just me sitting down on a couch and watching it by myself, I thought it would be fun to do a commentary and look back at the pilot. And so here we get, little Barry running and being beaten up by a group of boys. And now we see him talking to his mom. And, The Flash is one of my favorite shows currently on television. I think it's a really well-made show. I think it has surpassed Arrow. And I think I'm ready to say that it might have surpassed Smallville as my all-time favorite superhero TV series. My all-time favorite series as a whole, I have to really think about that. But it might have been Smallville, and now it might be The Flash. I have to give The Flash 2 more seasons to really decide it. This was a great scene right here, where young Barry sees, this is where it all started, man, where he sees the Reverse Flash for the first time. Although he's only as a yellow blur. And this is the beginning of it all, man. If you're listening to this commentary now, the episode where Henry dies aired last, right before the season finale. So it's crazy looking at this scene now and knowing what's to come down the road. It's always weird to me when you go back and watch the beginning of a series after you're far deep into it, and then seeing how much the characters and the show has changed since then. Flash hasn't really changed too much as a TV show, but it has. You do see some of the characters that have come and gone, and one is coming very soon.
Where's Alan?
Alan, always late. I don't think they do that as much anymore, but they haven't really played too much with Alan always being late. Maybe more in the first season. Second season, they haven't been doing that too much. And even when he has his speed, he's still late. I remember when I watched this pilot for the first time on television, and I wonder how long he'll keep his secret from all these characters. And then, obviously, when we get to the end, you'll see, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this episode, but I think everybody that's listening to this fan commentary will have watched the first episode of The Flash, for sure. If you haven't, I don't know what you're doing.
Fecal excrement. Animal, I guess. My dad gave me that pen before he died.
I like that joke. My father gave me that pen before he died. Poor guy. Oh, the weather wizard. Or the first weather wizard, I guess, right? Because we see his brother later on, I think in the mid-season finale or right after or something like that. The episode where the tidal wave comes to the city. That's where it all happens.
I'm just eating over my dissertation. We started selling cronuts at Jitters. I ate 2 today. I don't graduate soon. I'm gonna be more muffined up than woman.
You look amazing.
So all of this takes place before Arrow. Barry's crossover with Arrow in Arrow Season 2. Because Barry was actually set up in Season 2 of Arrow. And then at the very end, we see him getting struck by lightning. and then eventually that's where this pilot will start taking place afterwards. Will show us what happened after he got hit by the lightning. And there's something interesting that has always gotten to me whenever watching this pilot. Something that bothers me a little bit, and I'll get to it when the time comes. But I'll let you guys know.
The fecal matter I found on the street, it was cow manure, which contained traces of oxytetracycline. It's an antibiotic. There are only 4 farms in the area that still use it in their feed. Bet you find a really sweet Shelby part at one of them.
Dad, seeing as how Barry solved your poop problem, how about letting
Poop
him go to
problem.
labs?
Find code.
Thank you, Joe.
Iris to me has always been this character that was a big improvement over Laurel. It's hard not to compare Arrow to Flash because they're so similar, but at the same time there's a different tone to it, a slightly different tone, which makes them different. And yeah, so it's kind of hard not to compare the two. Like, they both have similar type of characters, and Iris is definitely the Laurel of the show, and Caitlin to me was always the Felicity of the show. And Cisco's an original. Cisco, I'll say that much. But I think starting from this episode, I really liked Laurel. I mean Iris. I thought she was a really good character, and the actress does a good job too. In the comics, obviously, she's a white female, but in this version, they decided to go with a different race, which to me is cool. I like it. It feels more natural, feels more modern, and we should be embracing that a lot more. You know, why does it always have to be like a white guy and a white girl hooking up all the time? Mix it up once in a while. My cousin, I have a cousin that's dating a Jamaican, or she's married now to him, and it's cool seeing that more on television embracing things a little bit more. And the good thing about the Greg Berlanti stuff is they embrace a lot of stuff, not just interracial relationships, but as well as they embrace gay couples too, and that's really cool because it's like it makes it feel more real. Like, this is the real world. This is how the world is, and we shouldn't like shy away from it. Embrace it. This kid, I think he was on Smallville before. I think I checked his IMDb page. I think he was the kid that played Blue Beetle on Smallville. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm remembering differently right now, but yeah. And Eddie, of course. Eddie, we see him for the first time. He was a confusion in the beginning. We all thought that he was going to be Reverse Flash for a while, or at least that was my theory for a while. I thought he was going to turn into Reverse Flash somehow, and he was just faking being good, and that it was going to be revealed that he was from the future and all that. But he was too much of a goody two-shoes. It's like impossible for this guy to be a good guy. But obviously, if you've seen the way the series ended, season 1, you know that, oh, he really was a good guy this entire time. But he has a big connection and a very important arc when you think about it towards the end of the season, which was really good. Made his character a lot more interesting, in my opinion. This is the part when he walked into the room. He was supposed to be on the phone with Felicity, or leaving a message for Felicity, I think. I forgot right now how exactly it went out. But it didn't show him on the phone in this scene. They just had him walking into the room, and that was about it. But yeah, whenever I don't see him on the phone, it's like he's supposed to be on the phone in this part. But I guess I get why they did it, because if you didn't watch that episode of Arrow, this is your way of leaking into Flash, without having to worry about that episode. But even though they do still bring back Arrow in this episode, Flash later goes and has a conversation with him. So So now we got the first Weather Wizard brother. We see him for the first time. And the other one, I guess, is in the plane riding it, right? That's how they explain it later on. And then when the plane crashes, they both survive, but I guess they both got separated or something. We see the plane here. It's about to get hit by lightning. And they got the guy from Spartacus to play the other Weather Wizard. Oh, here it goes. This is from Arrow. All of this was in Arrow. They showed it from a different perspective. But this is the same footage that they just, I guess, integrated into this pilot. There goes the chemicals flying up. This is really cool when I saw it on Arrow for the first time. I'm like, oh my god, what is happening? This is amazing. Seeing the Flash get his powers for the first time on television. Well, I guess if you count the 90s Flash, it's not the first time, but it was still really cool with cool special effects. Like, the special effects look pretty cool there, seeing the chemicals rise. So this is the stuff that we didn't get to see on Arrow. This is where it takes place after that event on Arrow. We see more that went on in Barry's life after he got struck by lightning. We heard he was in the hospital, I believe, on Arrow, but that was about it. 9 months later. So now it's caught up with season 3 of Arrow, because Flash started during season 3 of Arrow. And we see Caitlin and Cisco for the first time. And I remember when seeing this pilot, is this character going to be interesting? I think this character is going to be annoying to me. I think a lot of people felt that Cisco could have been the annoying one, but he turned out to be one of the most enjoyable characters and one of the most lovable characters on this show, because he's so relatable. Caitlin is really cool too. The great thing about The Flash is how great his supporting cast is. You know, with Arrow, you get a Laurel Lance once in a while, you know? But with... And I remember at the time, you know, and now currently some people have issues with Felicity. I don't have issues with Felicity, but I get why some people are lately having that. But with this show, nobody is like hated on. They might have their least favorite character, but I think personally, for me, all the characters are very enjoyable on this show. And Tom Cavanagh, Canadian by the way, playing Harrison Wells, the fake Harrison Wells that we'll later discover, who is really the Reverse Flash. Oh, and Gorilla Grodd reference, gotta talk about that, mention that. That was a really nice setup for later on. Tom Cavanagh, you know, to me, I think this guy really helped this series of season 1 make it what it was, because he definitely was very mysterious, and you didn't know exactly what game he was playing. Is he trying to help the Flash? Is he trying to use the Flash for something? What was he trying to use the Flash for? And you can look at it in his eyes. Once you know how everything gets played out, you can see, okay, yeah, I can see him thinking that to, like, manipulate Barry to use to his advantage to get back to his time, which we find out later on. It all makes sense, and it makes me wonder how much he knew in the beginning. I think I remember an interview saying that he knew from the beginning that he was going to be the Reverse Flash, and obviously they don't hide it that long. They reveal he's the Reverse Flash like midway through the season. It's his plot, what he plans on doing, that's the real mystery, because it confuses you. It's like, why is he helping Barry get faster and faster? And then once you get to the finale, which maybe one day I'll do a commentary for, that's what makes this episode, I mean, that's what makes the season so great. And the season just gets better and better from here on out. And season 2 seems to be following in good suit. I think it's not as strong as season 1, but I still think there's a lot of really great episodes in season 2 that you gotta watch, man. If you love season 1, season 2 is a good follow-up.
Starlabs, call
I
us.
just woke up.
Should you even be on your feet?
Iris, I'm okay.
I watched you die, Barry. You kept dying, your heart kept stopping.
And then he finds out that she's with Eddie. What? Oh crap,
You
man.
okay, Tracy? Yeah, I got it. My dad is gonna be so happy.
I thought people would be clapping. Maybe it was somewhere else where someone dropped stuff. Oh, I think it was Smallville, where Lana dropped some coffee and stuff, and people in the coffee shop were like clapping. I'm like, why are people clapping? Ugh, I hate teenagers. Thankfully, people in this show are adults. I used to be a teenager, but I wasn't that kind of teenager. I was like a, I feel bad for that person kind of teenager, you know? What?
Scared the hell out of us.
Lightning, glass breaking, oh my god.
Took their baby face, and you still look 12.
You look okay? Are you really?
Yeah.
Detective West, we got a 515 in progress at Gold City Bank. 2 dead. Storm's really picking up on the south side. Grab your rain gear.
I'm sorry, Barry, gotta run.
Do you need my help?
No, you take it easy. There'll be plenty for you to do once you settle in. Let's go, partner.
Hey, Alan. Glad to see you. Thanks, Eddie. Hey, Iris.
Detective, you should go. My
Oh,
dad
they're
is-
hiding their relationship from everybody, including Barry. But clearly there was a little bit of awkward tension there.
The night of the explosion, Clyde Martin shot and killed Shire. Martin and his brother died trying to escape. Their plane crashed.
Iris, got a minute?
Martin and his brother. Who's that guy? My god, I forgot about that scene. The punk trying to steal the other cop's gun.
Fine.
The fact no one thought that was strange baffles me. Well, okay, Iris kind of did. She thought that was strange. Like, no one felt the wind. It was like almost a tornado in there, man. Control your speed, Barry. Control your speed. Ooh. What was that? And the security guard's like, what? How did you get in here? I don't know.
In a few minutes, maybe you will too.
How's it fit?
This is the most ridiculous getup ever. I get that it's a training thing, but come on.
Fast, no one will see it. See, you thought the world was slowing down. It wasn't. You were moving so fast, it only looked like everyone else was standing still. Dr. Wells will be monitoring your energy output and Caitlin your vitals. What do you do? I make the toys, man. Check it. This is a two-way headset with a camera I modified, typically designed to combat battlefield impulse noise, or in your case, potential sonic booms, which would be awesome.
What?
Nothing.
This makes me wonder if they were trying to set up a little relationship flirtation with Caitlin and Barry.
Promising career in bioengineering is over. My boss is in a wheelchair for life. Big
Which I'm kind of glad they didn't, because I hate the love triangle thing.
expression kind of feels like
And I think we all know that eventually Barry and Iris are going to get together.
Range of abilities
So I'm kind of glad they didn't do a love triangle between Caitlin, Iris, and Barry, because I hate love triangles, especially on drama shows. And this show doesn't need it. This show's too cool to have stuff like that. And they already have a love triangle with Eddie, Iris, and Barry, so we don't need Caitlin to be the foursome in the group. The special effects in The Flash too, I remember being like kind of blown away. I mean, this is a CW show, and Smallville had super speed too with Clark, you know, and clearly this show took the special effects to the next level, and it still has some really great effects in the series once in a while. I mean, they did King Shark recently, which was like, holy cow, they just managed to make a giant shark man come to life on this show. That's pretty awesome. I think I believe the pilot episode of all shows get a little bit more extra cash, money in their bank than a regular episode, because they always want the first episode to pop out and like really grab people. And they did a really good job with this one. This episode was actually directed by David Nutter, who, as a matter of fact, also directed the pilot episodes of Smallville and Arrow. So, and to me, the Smallville pilot still holds up. It's definitely one of my favorite pilots out there. Had a really strong start, and Arrow also had a really good pilot. I thought a pretty good pilot, not as strong as Flash's pilot or Smallville's, but still a really strong pilot. I go back and watch that one once in a while too, and realize how good that pilot was.
It's healed in 3 hours.
How is that even possible?
We don't know yet.
You really need to learn.
I don't know all of the Flash's powers, but I don't know if healing fast is one of them, or if that's something the show came up with. I don't know. I'm going to guess that's how it is in the comics as well.
When I was 11, my mother was murdered.
Mom. My mom was murdered.
It was late.
That's what he said.
The sound woke me up. I came downstairs and I saw what looked like a ball of lightning. Inside the lightning.
And that's where
He killed my mom.
Tom Cavanaugh, if you watch him in this scene, it's like, oh crap,
He's still sitting in Iron Heights for her murder.
he remembers this.
Everyone, the cops, the shrinks, they...
Because he knows, he has to know at this point that he knows that Barry's talking about him.
But what if the man who killed my mom was like me?
I think I can say unequivocally, you are one of a kind.
Shows how great Tom Cavanaugh was as this character, as this Harrison Wells, or do you want to call him Eobard Thawne, because that's his real name, right? Like, he knew how to play it, man. He knew how to, like, react the right way. So, even if he didn't know, he did it in a way where, like, he could know, but maybe he didn't. He was just fascinated with the story that Barry was trying to tell.
My dad doesn't know about me and Eddie.
Doesn't seem like anyone's in on the secret.
I was gonna tell you. When you were in the hospital, Eddie covered my father's shift so that we could both be with you. I thanked him with a cup of coffee, and things just kind of happened.
Things always happen in an unexpected relationship.
Your partner's daughter is not against
Ugh,
common
I hate when
Why are you so
when some of these female characters are like, they know that the character likes them the entire time, but for some reason they never started dating. That's how Smallville started too, with Lana with another boyfriend, another guy, and then Lana only started getting interested in Clark later on towards the end of as the season continued. I think Arrow is the only one that started the relationship. Nope. Oliver and Laurel were in the relationship before Arrow even started, and they even slept together and everything, and Oliver's already cheating on her and stuff. So, yeah, Arrow is one of the few superhero shows to change that up. There's going to be a lot of comparisons to the other DC TV shows if you're listening to my fan commentary, because you gotta compare it. I mean, they are very similar, so the only thing that this show is not similar to is Daredevil and Jessica Jones. Those are something on their own right, which maybe one day I'll do commentary for also, but I feel like talking about The Flash today, so that's what I'm talking about.
Came in, I have never seen anything like it.
Barry! Iris?
I'm alright, Dad.
What the hell were you thinking having her out here? And I told you, when you see danger, you run the other way. You're not a cop.
Because you wouldn't let me.
You're damn right.
Joe, I need to talk to you.
It can wait.
No, now.
This is a good moment here.
I know who did this. It's Clyde Martin. I know everybody thinks he died in a plane crash after the Star Labs explosion, but he's alive. Something happened to him that night. I think he can control the weather. The recent robberies, they all happened during freak meteorological events. And when I just confronted Martin, the street was instantly enveloped in fog. Of course you don't believe me. You never believe me.
Okay. You want to do this now? Out here?
Oh shit.
Martin is dead. There is no controlling the weather, Barry. Just like there was no lightning storm in your house that night. It was your brain helping a scared little boy accept what he saw.
Wow.
Yes, he did. Your dad killed your mother, Barry.
That was a punch in the gut right there for Barry.
But I knew it. The jury
Because he
would
knows
never
what
stand
he
for
saw,
did.
and he knows what he's experiencing. So what Joe is actually saying here is harsh. But you have to look at it from his perspective too, because for Joe, he thinks he's right. He doesn't believe in the supernatural element of what the show is starting to now introduce to the world of Arrow and the Flash. Because before this, Arrow set up a grounded, realistic world, and the Flash has. If you watch season 2, they were slowly integrating the superpowered idea, because I think in season 2 of Arrow they had the superhumans with super enhanced strength, right? And then Barry took it to the next level when he got hit by the lightning with the chemicals in the room. That he was the first superpowered being. Or, well, technically all the other people that were also affected by the particle accelerator as well. Those were the first superpowered beings to be introduced to this world now. So the world is starting to change because of the Flash. It's kind of like when you watch the Avengers and, Iron Man was the one that set up the world. And it was a realistic world with, futuristic technology. But then it was really Thor that took it to the next level with, magic is science we don't understand. And that's kind of what the Flash is. The Flash is like what Thor was to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, taking it to the next level.
The same way I did from the storm cloud. He's still out there. We have to stop him before he hurts anyone else.
Barry. That's a job for the police.
I work for the police.
As a forensic assistant.
You're responsible for this. For him.
What's important is you, not me. I lost everything. I lost my company. I lost my reputation. I lost my freedom. And then you broke your arm, and it healed in 3 hours. Inside your...
So is he lying? Kind of there? He seemed pretty upset when telling him that he lost everything. But I guess he has to make it look legit.
You're not a hero.
What really hurts, though, is how they made Harrison Wells this likable character. And then at the end, towards the end of the series, when it's revealed that what he's been doing all along it doesn't just hurt Barry, but it hurts the audience who watches it as well. Because we've grown to like Harrison Wells as a character and trust him ourselves. And we wanted to trust him instead of him betraying Barry like he did. So we also felt that betrayal, that's why this season is so good.
Joe, you know these people? My daughter's best friend.
That's tragic right there.
I'm sorry.
Mother dead on the floor, son witnessing this. He's like, I think a 8-year-old kid, 9 maybe. Thankfully, this has never happened to me. But I'm sure out there in the world there are kids witnessing their parents being murdered. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Oh, Starling City.
So that's my story.
We know where this goes.
Whole life searching for the impossible.
Stephen Amell
Imagining.
as Green Arrow.
Become the impossible.
I remember kind of being disappointed. Not disappointed, but when Arrow season 2 ended, they showed a sneak preview of The Flash, a 5-minute sneak preview, and it literally showed the entire pilot, beat for beat, including this cameo, which I wish they would have kept secret because it would have been a nice way.
What if Wells is right?
I actually like Arrow's original costume more than his new one. I'm gonna be honest right now.
I don't think that bolt of lightning struck you.
This costume that he's wearing.
I think it chose you.
It felt more cooler, man.
I'm just not sure.
Now it's more leather. I don't like the leather too much.
Vigilante.
You can be better.
I want him to go back to fabric.
Inspire people. In a way that I never could. Watching over your city like a guardian angel. Making a difference. Saving people. In a flash.
This is a great conversation, though. A great little encouragement to Barry. That's what he needed.
Take your own advice. Wear a mask.
Oh, and that's the mask that Barry gave to him back in season 2 of Arrow. I like that they're both impressed with Barry's powers.
I've been going over unsolved cases from the past.
Stephen Amell or Oliver is impressed with
and missing people.
Flash,
You're metahumans.
and Flash is impressed with Barry, so it works both ways. The Flash and Arrow crossovers are always cool. I was actually thinking of doing that commentary, but I decided to do the pilot episode of The Flash, so maybe I'll do the crossover commentary another time.
If we're gonna do this, I have something that might help.
Cisco. He's the one that has been upgrading the suits and sometimes even upgrading some of the characters on Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow, I think, as well. He's clearly the smartest character on all the DC CW shows right now, helping them all with their upgrades and stuff. I think that's really cool.
Stay in contact with you from here. Thanks. Now, how do we find Marty?
Because he was the one that even upgraded Oliver's Green Arrow costume. And I think he was the one that also gave White Canary, Sarah, her new costume, her new look as well, if I remember correctly.
I'm not saying Martin is alive, but if he was, this is the last place him and his brother hit up. Let's go. Martin, on your feet, hands on your head.
Martin.
The night of the storm, after starlight's blue. After our plane went down, and I woke up on the ground alive.
What would happen if we had both weather wizards teaming up together
I am God.
after Barry? That would be insane.
Get around. Why the hell would God need the round banks?
Why would God need a starship? If you've seen Star Trek 5, you know what I'm referencing. That looks cool, actually, the tornado. And it's probably one of the more simpler special effects to do. But I gotta say, I really liked it. I mean, Barry's first fight has to be something a little simple, right? Oh, but he doesn't have the emblem on his chest yet. I forgot about that. He gets it later on, though. But you can see, the circle's already there. It's like Cisco just forgot to put the emblem yet. It's like, oh yeah, I meant to put something there. I'm just not finished building it yet.
Your body may not be able to handle those speeds. You'll die.
I have to try.
The suit's holding up.
But he's not.
He can do it. I know he can do it.
I thought he was gonna grow there, but clearly not.
You can do this, Barry. You're
Oh.
right.
Words of encouragement.
So many people have been hurt because of me, and when I looked at you, all I saw was another potential victim of my hubris. And yes, I created this madness, but you, Barry, you can stop it. You can do this now.
Madness.
Barry, run!
Come on, Barry. Run, Barry. Run. You can do it, man. You can do it. Oh, look how happy he is. Wells is like, yes. My plan is working. Oh yeah, that was cool. That was cool. The Weather Wizard is done. The first one, anyways. There's still another brother out there. Oh crap, he's still alive. Never mind. Completely forgot about that.
I'm not like you. You're a murderer.
Is it? Says it's over, but I don't think so. So they did kill him. Joe shot him. Joe's the killer in this show. I'm so glad they got Joe to, like, know the identity beforehand, because I would have kind of been annoyed if they didn't. I mean, they gotta change it up. I mean, okay, Arrow already hides his identity from, what's his name? Detective Lance at the time. So it was nice to, like, change it up and have a father figure for Barry to go to when he needs someone to go. It's interesting because Barry has, like, 3 father figures. He has his real father, Henry, who's in prison. Then he has his adoptive father, Joe, who he can go for advice. And he has Wells in this season, who's another father figure to him, who's helping him, training him to use his powers. Barry's a lucky guy, man. He 3 fathers, man. I only have 1. Thankfully, I only have 1. I don't need more than 2. I don't need more than 1. You know what I meant. Oh, this was nice. Whenever Barry gets a scene, Grant Gustin getting a scene with John Wesley Shipp, the original Flash from the original series, it's always nice.
You've been calling me that since I was 11.
And Grant does such a great job.
Funny thing is, I finally got into a fight today.
Gets all misty-eyed.
I'm not sure you should be picking fights. Enjoy it.
I've seen only a few episodes of the original Flash. I haven't seen all of them. But let's just say that show does not hold up very well. One day I'll sit down and watch that entire series. It's going to be hard, but... I still think it's cool, though, when they bring back, like, actors who have played that character to come to the new show. Smallville did that a lot. They had, like, Christopher Reeve guest star on Smallville. They had Mark McClure, who played the original Jimmy Olsen in the Christopher Reeve films as well as Margot Kidder. And obviously Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher had both guest starred on Smallville as well. It's always nice when they bring those actors back for the fans who might remember those older series. Makes me wonder, though, is he going to be Jay Garrick? That's my new theory. That maybe Henry Allen on Earth 2 is Jay Garrick. Because he said his mother's maiden name was Garrick. So, I don't know. There's some connection there for sure. Looking forward to seeing what that is. That would be cool if he got to be the Flash again, but instead of being Barry Allen from another Earth, which to me would have been cool too, it turns out to be Jay Garrick from Earth 2. I'd be totally okay with that. Bring back Mark Hamill again, Dr. Tina McGee or McGee. I always say McGee. McGee. Tina McGee. They have all three of them. It would be really cool. Oh, and here's the intro. They saved the intro for the end.
A friend recently gave me the idea for a new name.
That friend was Arrow.
And something tells me it's gonna catch on.
The Flash. They don't do too many of these end tags here. Like, getting us prepared for the next episode. They don't do too many on Flash anymore. On Season 2 anyways. I've noticed that a little bit. Season 1 of The Flash, they did it all the time. There was always a little end tag to kind of give us a little tease of what's to come. And this is where we see him standing up and we're like, what? This was like the only thing I was surprised about from the pilot, because this is the only thing they didn't worry. And if you look here at the newspaper, it shows Wayne Tech, Queen Inc. merger. That was a nice little reference to Bruce Wayne. There's some other things there too. 2024, what? So that was a crazy ass ending there. And yeah, it was great. I remember this episode still holds up really well. The series hasn't changed much in tone. Like, Arrow's changed a lot since Season 1. But with this, it was really cool. So, that's all, guys. Until next time, peace out.